Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning. Hope y'all are well today. We got Hgsh moving a little bit. Alright, so yeah, we got Hgsh. Sorry, I'm just kind of taking a look at some stuff here. We got Icon, ICON making some moves. CIDM looking pretty strong. We got like Hx. Honestly, the Fridays have been pretty, they've been pretty solid. Like, we just got a lot of gap ups. We have so many gap ups that it's hard for me to pick. Alright, I'm gonna build my list here. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. So we got Hgsh, we got, let me run through this list here. We got Hgsh, we got CIDM, we've got Frsx, we've got ICON, gapping up from like 87 cents all the way to $1.30. We've got Hx, gapping up here from 240s to 320s. We got RETO, gapping from 70 cents roughly to 88 cents. We've got Ppsi gapping up from 350s to 460s, and so yeah, we got a lot of gappers today. Unless I'm missing anything else, but I don't think I am. Those are mostly what I'm watching. Maybe BRCX to BioCris. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff. CLDR as well. So yeah, Hgsh is probably the top one. Volume solid, so this is probably enough to watch. Make this one my main watch. It looks like it's holding confirmations of support as well, so we'll watch this. We got a nice confirmed level around pre-market high that we can keep an eye on, and then over that we have $5. Maybe we could watch like $5.50 too. But yeah, it doesn't look bad. Then also, let's go ahead and look up the catalyst for this move. Yeah, I don't see any catalyst. So apparently this is a real estate stock. Its name is Hgsh China Real Estate Incorporated. So maybe just on Sympathy. No news for this one yesterday, and today we'll see why this one's making these rips. Hey, hit that like button, guys. You know you want to. Ooh, it's Friday, but we still honestly got a decent amount. So yeah, there's no catalyst that I can see for Hgsh here. We also have like CIDM gapping up here from 56 cents all the way to like 86. We got this 85-cent level. We've got $1 here. That looks really interesting if we can hold that. And we got 75 underneath us that we can keep an eye on. These three levels are really what I'm watching. Maybe this pre-market high, if we end up breaking all of these other levels, we'll keep an eye on that, but who knows. We also have ICON here, which is just ripping up pretty big, honestly, very strong. A lot of volume coming in. sitting right at the whole dollar of one, or the half dollar of 150 right now. We got that pre-market high there at 140. And this is mostly the levels that I need to watch here. I'm also going to be watching 125 quarter dollar level to see if it holds at 125, and that's really the only, you know, influential levels. Maybe if it breaks these, we got like 170, 175 or so. Let's see if this one has a catalyst too. Alright, it's a consumer cyclical stock. We do have something came out that said Iconics brand sells Lee Cooper China for $16 million. And it says, quote, brand management company Iconics brand has struck a deal to sell its Lee Cooper denim business in China for $16 million, with the proceeds earmarked for the repayment of money due to under existing financing agreements or financing arrangements. Alright. Yeah, we got Icon here ripping up. They sold one of their subsidiary businesses. So we'll see what happens there. Oh, man. I'm moving slow today, team. I'm moving slow. We got Frsx popping up a little bit here too. We'll see if that one ends up moving. We still got a bunch of other ones on my list this morning. What's up, Best, Sage, Kiddis, Root, Trader T, Wretched, WS, Mordecai. DX at 430, Sage, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, G, Zeke, Alex, Sage? Yeah, what's up, team? All right, so yeah, we're watching some stuff. You know, we got like Frsx, and we could look at the catalyst for this. A little bit lower volume here, but it's worth a watch. Let me know how my mic is. How does the sound on this stream? Because I'm using my other mic, my old mic, and if it's working fine, I'm just gonna keep using it. Alright, and Frsx, Foresight Autonomous may get a $1 million grant from the European Commission to develop autonomous heavy-duty vehicles. So yeah, they said they may get $1 million in funding from the European Commission, or EC, to help develop autonomous heavy-duty vehicles for harsh weather conditions. And the project, called All-Weather Autonomous Real Logistics Operation and Demonstration, man, could we get some... Never mind. Has been given nearly €20 million by the EC and will be rolled out in 2021 for a period of 3 years. Foresight will provide its quad-side vision solution as part of the project consortium. The American The company's American Depository climbed 19% in pre-market. So yeah, that's the news for this one. Almost $1 million grant from the European Commission for Frsx. So we'll see what happens here. It's worth watching. Look at AVGR. AVGR just popping up in pre-market here. Now it's really cheap, but we are getting some late morning pushes here for AVGR. Late pre-market pushes. You can see it's at 32 cents now. It's at 37 cents. It closed at 32 cents. So it's a decent percentage gap up there. ACRX making a little bit of a move. We got RETO. You got any other ones that you like? Let me know in the chat. I think we also have like HX. So HX is gapping up, and this one, the volume's decent enough with this one. It's gapping up from 240s to 320s here, and I'm watching like 350s, 375 up here, $3 down here. Watching this range. Makes the most sense to attack that range, I think. We got HX. Alright. So yeah, HX, this is Asian ADRs move higher in trading. Alright, so yeah, Asian stocks are basically the sector making some moves. Mostly it's Chinese stocks. In North Asia's, the gainers were led by solar equipment company SOL. It's not really gapping up that much. This was a few days ago, so yeah, this was yesterday. So I guess it's just up on Sympathy from that. We also got like RETO, maybe PPSI. If you guys haven't seen PPSI, doesn't look bad. Gapping up from 350s to 450s, so gapping up 25% roughly. We'll see what happens with this one as well. Sitting at 450s right now, decent volume as well. So PPSI, this is Pioneer Power Solutions, and they finalized a settlement with Myers Power Products, and that's the catalyst. So they said Friday they finalized a conclusive settlement with Myers, which is a specialty electronic products manufacturer. In January 2016, Myers had filed a suit with the Superior Court of Cali against Pioneer Power and Pioneer Custom Electrical Products Corporation and a few of their employees who they think wrongly used and retained confidential business information of Myers. So yeah, they finalized a settlement with them, and that's causing some renewed optimism in PPSI. So we'll see what happens here. We're watching it. It's sitting at 450. It's good enough. I'm looking at 440, 470 right here, and then maybe 510. This is the range I'm kind of attacking for this one. We'll see if we hold it or what happens there. I'm also looking at like CIDM here. CIDM doesn't look bad. We're looking at that. We're attacking this range here for CIDM too. And that's about it. We might have like RETO that we can look at, watching $1 mostly for this one, and then the pre-market high up here. These levels, if I had a risk, maybe I could use like 85 cents here, but mostly watching these. That's about it. Let me know what you like right now. I like McDonald's puts. All right, cool. Sound is good. And so, like, we'll see what we get today. It looks a little slow right now. Walgreens, Jeffrey. Hey, what's up, team? Walgreens is solid, yeah, for sure. I was talking about a Walgreens put op or call option way back here. So, like, if we look at Walgreens, it's the chart's a little bit different. Let's look at the yearly chart. Yeah, I was looking at a call option for Walgreens, and I ended up nailing it down here in September. Never ended up taking it, but looking back, I wish I did. It would have made a decent amount of money short term, and if I would have held it longer term, it would have been really, really solid as like a 3-month option. But it's a little too late now. We'll see though. Man, Hgsh is just not holding its wins here. We were looking at it at 4, and it looks much better, but with it not holding these gains, I mean, it's still in play. It's still close enough to the pre-market high that we can target it and attack it, but obviously I'd like to see it do it a little bit better. Dude, did my kids not give me another hug? Bye, man. FRSX. Yeah, we're watching FRSX. I can't say I'm hella confident in it though, you know. Like, we're watching it, but like, do I love it? I don't know. All right, so with with the Hgsh, it's got a float of 6.7 million. So for Hgsh, we'll watch it. It's a small float. We also have Icon here, which is pulling back some now. I'm watching it, but this one is very swingy right now. The float is 12.7 million. We'll see what happens when it gets down to 125s. I'm still looking at Ppsi. Ppsi made a late push here. Look at Ppsi trying to hold these gains, sitting just over 470. And this one had that claim settled against them. That charge basically settled. They settled it, and I guess they're moving on. Their company's looking strong. We'll see what happens here. GSM pushing up a little bit late. DXF gapping up. AVGR still looks pretty strong. I mean, this thing's up to like 42 cents. Still watching HX. Yeah, that's right, Jay. Alright, so aren't they supposed to be, aren't they supposed to be voting on the cannabis bill today? Let me see. Yeah, we're gonna see how much the left genuinely cares about social problems. We're gonna see how much they genuinely care with this vote. PPSI still pushing up. Yeah, I'm not saying you can't catch COVID. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is that I've been to the gym probably 15 to 20 times over the last 4 months, you know, give or take. I haven't honestly gone as much as I usually do, but I've been in the gym at least 15 to 20 times over the last 3 or 4 months. And, you know, the gym, you're touching things that other people touch, and it's just, you know, if COVID was going to spread, it'd be at the gym. And I haven't gotten it yet, and so I don't know if I had the antibodies in me already or what the deal is, but yeah, I'm COVID free for right now, so I don't know. I'm not saying it's obviously not dangerous. I'm saying I haven't caught it yet, so we'll see. We'll see how lucky I can be, you know. Yeah, the Senate's about to reject this bill. Honestly, they should. It's time, man. Oh my gosh, man. Are they really that sleazy with this? With USA Today, bro? They got one of these fake X's that just make you go to another article, that just make you click on an advertisement. Like, that's what you're doing, USA Today? Like, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. They literally have one of the fake X's that it's really just an ad that they're trying to get you to click on it. Come on, man. On a real site like USA Today, man, they're getting greedy, bro. You know, the fake X's are supposed to stay if you're using, like, if you're streaming, you know, UFC or sports events when they're not in your area, you know, on First Row Sports or whatever it is. That's where the fake X's are supposed to be. They're not supposed to be here, bro. You're not supposed to be on USA Today trying to fool me into clicking the X and then bringing me to an ad, man. That's sketchy, USA Today. But yeah, the bill better pass the House, and if the bill doesn't pass the House, everybody's voting for the wrong politicians. The problem with the MORE Act is it's too extensive, to be honest. It's just too extensive. Like, if they really want to get it to pass, they need to take this stuff, like half of this stuff away and just make it simple. Just deschedule the bill, boom. You know, my fear is that they don't really want it to pass, and so they throw a bunch of stuff in that they're smart people. They can predict what's going to pass and what's not going to pass, and so what they do is they throw a bunch of unnecessary stuff in that's never going to pass. And then when it doesn't pass, they just say, you know, and that's how they do it, even though they look like they're actually supporting it. Because, like, they're safe, like, they can predict well enough whether some of this stuff is going to pass, and they should understand that, like an easing, lean into it bill that just gets it done, deschedules it, and moves on that's the path. That's the most likely path to success with this, right? And so, what's up, Tony? Yeah, we're watching Ppsi. I mean, I don't mind trading in pre-market. I got the equity too. NOVN. I mean, lower volume, not terrible though. Not a bad gap up, just a little bit cheaper than I usually trade, to be honest. It's just not really my style of trade per se. Let me know what you think about the House vote on cannabis today, on the MORE Act. Do you think it's going to pass? Do you think it's going to pass the Senate? Do you think they have an agenda behind this bill? Let us know right now. Alright, so yeah, Hgsh, Ppsi, and like Icon are my top three. If Icon can hold over 125, I'll like it a lot more. But yeah, Hgsh, Icon, and maybe HX. But a lot of these are just tanking. Fridays are slow historically, so it is what it is. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, here's mostly my watch list. I'll go ahead and post it. That's my watch list right there. We'll see. Like I said, we got a long way to go with a lot of these. My favorite one's probably Ppsi right now. Consolidating around the pre-market highs, looking strong, holding support, big gap up, big percentage move up. This is probably my favorite one right now. See, MAP, the problem though, and I'll talk about this, the problem with people saying you just want pot, right? Like, that's a cop-out. The reality is the prohibition of cannabis causes worse problems in this country than a large majority of other issues. I'm not saying legalize pot because I want to smoke pot. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the prohibition of cannabis helps build up the cartel, helps push more black market selling, helps make it a worse gateway drug for youth in this country. They target minorities a lot more. It's been statistically proven. And so the prohibition of cannabis, listen, I get it. You shill for the right. I understand. I understand completely. But I think you need to take yourself out of left-right argument and instead look at the actual problems with prohibition of cannabis. Because when you look deeper into it, it's not about letting people smoke weed. It's about solving some of these obvious criminal enterprises and fixing some of these obvious criminal enterprises that run. If you genuinely don't want cannabis to be a gateway drug, as people call it, and you have even said, oh, pot's a gateway drug before. If you don't want it to be a gateway drug, it should be legalized so that they don't have to go to an illegal drug dealer who's eventually going to offer them more drugs. That's how you solve those problems. And by it's a cop-out to say, oh, you just want pot to be legalized with all the other issues. A lot of the other issues are caused by the prohibition of cannabis. And if you look at it objectively, that's objectively true. Private prison industry, it's all pushed by the prohibition of cannabis. Think about the prohibition of alcohol. Did that ever work? It really didn't. What happened in the prohibition of alcohol? Organized crime picked up and started to run these different cities. And that's the equivalent of the cartel in a lot of ways. With the prohibition of cannabis. It's obvious. It's self-evident. It's a self-evident thing that it should be legalized. And, like I said, there's too many shills for the left and right that don't look at it objectively. But it's all love, man. We can argue about it early in the morning. I'm okay with that. But we got Ppsi. We're going to see if this thing breaks 510s. It's got a lot of confirmations. Multiple confirmations there. Well, no. And besides, I'm talking about cannabis because they're voting on it today in the House. And so it's worthwhile talking about the legalization, basically what that's going to entail, if it's plausible or not, to actually follow through. And then it's also worthwhile to look at cannabis stocks like Ppsi. I'm sure a lot of these are gapping up on the, early optimism from this move. We got ACB. This one is gapping up again this morning. We've got SNDL, which I think is dropping this morning. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, SNDL is dropping, so a cannabis stock is dropping down. Yeah, I talked about it yesterday, and the argument about it, there's only one argument when it comes to legalization, right? There's one argument. It's a very simple argument. Do you think cannabis use is safer than alcohol use on a broad scale? Do you think cannabis use is safer than alcohol use? If your answer is yes, it 100% should be legal. Because if not, it's a huge hypocritical, contradictory system that we shouldn't be in. And if, you know what I mean? And that's the reality. If you actually care about the government stepping on people's rights, you should care about it being legalized. A lot of people are like, no, the government's bad, anti-government. They're super right. And they're like, oh, the government's bad. We're anti-government. We want our rights. right? Then you should care about cannabis legalization. But for some reason, the right kind of twists it and says, oh no, this isn't a right issue. This isn't about freedom. You know, it's about our kids getting on more drugs. You know, like, get out of here. It's nonsense. But yeah, ICOD's looking strong. To change the subject, you guys know me, I'll rant about this all day. Mostly just because I've been watching cannabis stocks and I want to see them succeed, and I'd like to make some money on some bullish moves on cannabis. Yeah, but by that logic, MAP, heroin, you know, would be on the same level as, you know, coffee. They both inhibit, what did you say? Inhibit thought. I was gonna say inhibitions, but, yeah. If you genuinely think pot is stronger than alcohol, then you probably have never done it. Cannabis is on scale of like maybe coffee. It'll wear off in like 30 minutes. You know, maybe. Cannabis might wear off in 30 minutes. All you have to do if you want the cannabis high to go away is you eat something. You know, it's gone. It's much milder. People can drive on it fairly safely, and they actually have a little bit more conservative thoughts on cannabis. As opposed to alcohol, which is that if you get drunk, you're over with the rest of the day. You certainly cannot drive on it, and it intoxicates you on an objectively far worse level. You know, and that's just obvious. It's very self-evident. And so to claim pot is worse than alcohol is just not accurate at all. Yeah, well, coffee mixed with other drugs is worse than alcohol, too. You mix heroin with coffee, it's bad, too, but that's not an argument, you know what I mean? Like, that makes no sense. Like, oh, it's mixed with other stuff. So is everything else. Coffee mixed with other stuff is bad. You know what I mean? Like, that's not an argument. Yeah, I've been to the ER, come on now. Then it starts getting into just mostly propaganda. It's the same thing. It's like a reefer madness type stuff. Right, and that's kind of my stance, Jeffrey. At the end of the day, it's none of the government's business. You know, listen, I'm not saying it should be legalized for driving. That's ridiculous. But I'm just saying it's not the government's place. It's not the government's business. Hey, deep down, MAP, you know I'm right, brother. You know what I'm saying is true, man. A lot of the times I'll see religious people, like really religious people, they'll be super anti-cannabis, but they'll drink a glass of scotch every night, you know? And it's like sitting here, like, think about it. If you are religious, okay, here's an interesting thought process, okay? If you are religious, do you think God would rather you get on pain medicine that causes you to be physically dependent on that pain medicine to where if you stop taking it, it makes you super sick? It's synthetic, it's terrible for you. Or do you think God gifted you with a medicine that doesn't cause physical dependence, that will wear off in 30 minutes if you need it to, and is overall safe? Listen, we have cannabinoid receptors in our brain. Why do you think that is? Why do you think we have cannabinoid receptors in our brain already? You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Little train of thought for you right there. Now I'll go back to stocks. Ppsi eventually did break 510s. Edible should be. Hey, bro. Listen, I'm not saying you should. I'm not advocating for it. but edibles are very strong. I was a young, dumb teenager at one time. I'm in Texas now. You know, I've got kids. It's just not worth it for me to do that. But I was a young, dumb teenager at a few points in my life. And haven't we all, you know? All right, so I'm still watching CIDM. Hey, that's how it should be, Jeffrey. Hey, what's up, Pug? No, I'm still watching it, Daniel. I'm looking at it. I don't know when the vote is supposed to be for it, but it's supposed to be today. Specifically today for cannabis. But yeah, I always thought, it's like, I'm not the most religious person, but it's like, if you think God would rather you take synthetic pain medicine that causes you to get sick, you know, then you're crazy. Over something that's, for the most part, natural, then you're crazy, man. You know, it's just people want to believe what they want to believe, and that's fine. But a lot of it's just propaganda, to be honest. Alright, so we're watching PPSI here. Hey, listen, I might buy like 100 shares, maybe like 25 shares here. What do you guys think? Get a little pre-market trading in. It's a little early, but I don't mind this push-up. We're going to see if it holds. Let me see if I can find this. We'll jump into a small little baby trade right now if we can. But like I said, MAP, I love you, bro. Not mad. We can have these debates. I think they're healthy for the country as a whole, to see people debate on stuff that they definitely disagree on, but still be civil towards each other when it's over with. And I think that's something the country desperately needs, because I don't see enough of it. Too much stuff about left and right hating each other. No, I don't have. I have extended hours here. Let's see if it'll let me buy. Oh, I can't. I have to jump in on the bid. All right, we're jumping in on the bid. We're in with 25 shares here of PPSI. We're just going to see if this thing bounces quickly off of 5s, and if we can catch a scalp up over the 530 level. Do it now. Hey, yeah, hit that subscribe button now, guys. Do it now. Hit the bell. Click the like button. You want to hear me argue about weed every day? Hit the subscribe button, you know. But no, like I said, my only argument is that it should be legalized because that's what's better. That's honestly what's probably better for the youth of the country. It's probably what's better. Because if not, kids, like, the reality is people are going to buy cannabis regardless of whether it's legal or not. Like, it's inevitable. Like, they're going to buy it, right? And so most of the arguments against it were like, oh, I got a bad batch one time, or, you know, they might put other stuff in it. You know, the funny thing about that argument is that it's dangerous because they might put other stuff in it, is that that's an exact argument for legalization. Wouldn't it make more sense to legalize it so that all that other stuff wasn't put in it? Doesn't that make far more sense? You know? So even that, you know, should be legalized. But, yeah. We'll see. The cannabis stocks aren't really showing it today. I mean, I'm watching PPSI. I'm in with 25 shares. We'll see what happens here. But, SNDL cannabis is dropping. We're watching a few other ones here as well. We're going to see if we can get a quick pop. That's a tougher argument. I think it depends on what the charge is, day trader. It genuinely depends on what the charge is. And so if the charge is like simple possession, then sure, let them free. Free up tax money, honestly. Like, that's what it'll do. It'll free up tax money. And then If it's like distribution, that's still illegal. I don't know what to do in that case. It's a tough argument to have. I don't honestly, I don't know what you should do there. I think if it was up to me, I would probably let them out, because I understand the burden of tax that is going to put on the country, keeping those people in prison. But I definitely don't think the conservative-led Senate is going to do so. And so I think by putting that in the bill, it's going to make it much harder to ever get approved by the Senate. ACB popping? Hey, maybe they did. Let me see. Alright, so we're getting a drop here. I'm going to use $5 as a risk. Maybe 490s as a risk. Is ACB popping up? No. I mean, ACB is up, but it's not up enough to really worry about. Wait, what was I just holding? Was it Ppsi? Yeah, that was what it was. What's up, Diego Paul? So the folks that lost their jobs behind a minor charge, what do they do to reestablish? I mean, that's all in the past. There's nothing to really do there, you know. Yeah, sure, some people lost their jobs. I mean, that's kind of how it was with a lot of different things. I'm sure it's not going to be on their record anymore. You could expunge the records. But again, I think we should work on descheduling it. It should be an easing into it, because if you don't ease into it, it's never going to get approved. That's the problem. So I got this stuff, guys. Tell me if you think it'll be good for my stomach. It's called Runa. Buy it now with an affiliate link. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we got Runa right here. It's supposed to be clean energy with caffeine. It's called Berry Boost. It's from the Guayusa leaf. It's an Amazonian super leaf. Helps deliver sustained energy and focus. No crash or jitters. Plant-based antibiotics or antioxidants. More caffeine than 2 espressos. No artificial sugars. We're gonna see if this thing bothers my stomach or not. It's gonna ruin your stomach. I like it. I like it. What's up, Cal? Hey, wish me luck. Cheers, you know. Ugh. That thing is gross, man. Ugh. That thing is terrible. I'm sorry, man. That took me back. That's bad. That's bad. Wait, I didn't have an argument for what day trade. So the folks that lost their job behind a minor charge, what did they do to reestablish? Subsidized forgiveness check? No, I think that's too much. I think maybe the people in jail, if they sat in jail for a long time over something petty, that I think then you can give them, you can cut them a check. I think that's fine. But I think people that lost their jobs, that's such a subjective kind of case-by-case thing, where that's going to be overall pretty difficult to establish as a whole, right? And I think that makes sense. Do I think people losing their job, it's hard to prove, and even if they do prove it, it's still relatively minor compared to what a lot of other people had to go through. And so acting like my whole argument is invalid just because I don't know what we should do in certain situations, it's just not true, you know. But hey, you know, it's all love here. Now we're talking about if people got fired for cannabis use in the past, if we're going to do anything to help them if it gets legalized, and I think that's taking it a little bit too far. I don't think that's necessary. I think maybe people that sit in jail for it over petty cannabis things, maybe we can, you know, cut them a check, but aside from that, you know, I think everybody else is just SOL. And it's just too much work and hassle to really worry about small, you know, small things like that. And that's just my own opinion, though. Well, no, you can, if it's, I mean, listen, if you losing your job due to jail or prison time, I mean, maybe we can give them something for jail or prison time, but losing their job because of it, I mean, listen, that's life, you know. It sucks, but it is what it is, and I think that's taking it a step too far. Yeah, for sure, and that's kind of the reality. It was illegal when you did it, so with that, you know. I'm also looking at like CIDM here. CIDM, we're watching this one. It's at like 79 cents. Yeah, you can't really go back in the past and change it. I mean, you know. In the end, like I said, it is what it is. I think we need to, I'm not saying we shouldn't give reparations for people that have been negatively affected by it, but what I'm saying is that we need to ease into loosening the restrictions. Like, that's what we need to do. And because if you try to do too much at once, nothing's going to pass. And, like, that's the argument. Alright, so we're still sitting here. We're down, you know, 75 cents. We're about break even here. Just a small little baby trade. We'll see if we get over 510s. No, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm brushing it off. I'll just say, like, I have had to deal with stuff like that before. Like, y'all don't really know me. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't know what I've had to deal with in my past. I'm not gonna go into anything, but, like, y'all don't know me, you know? And so y'all don't know what I've had to deal with or what I have. And so what I'm saying, though, is that there needs to be a line where it's understandable to do things, but like losing a job a long time ago over cannabis, you know what I mean? It was illegal at the time. Even still, even if cannabis is legalized, the jobs are, you know, they're free to do whatever they want. Even if cannabis is legalized, they can still put restrictions on whether you do it or not. And so that's a subjective thing. That's up to the person. And it is what it is, you know. I'm trading a little bit in pre-market, Caitlin, a little bit. I'm still holding Ppsi, just 25 shares. It's not doing much. We're gonna see if we can hold it into the opening bell. See if we get a rip up of this high right here. Let me change the music. Ears? Yeah, we're watching it. What's up, Yeti? Still looking at AVGR. AVGR popped up earlier this morning. Yeah, for sure. And that's the reality, right? Like, that's an individual thing. That's subjective. Like, even if cannabis is fully legalized, employers can still restrict it and fire you for it. And so that's an insignificant argument to have. And like I said, it just honestly, it just seems like they're trying to argue. So like, I get it, but like, it's an insignificant argument to have. If we're talking about people in jail, like I said a bunch of times, sure, we can give them some reparations. That's fine. But talking about people losing their job, that's insignificant. That is up to the employer, and there's nothing that you can really do about that, even if it was legalized. And so it's an insignificant argument to have. Yeah, we're good, day trader. Like I said, I ain't mad or nothing, bro. You're good. Frsx. We'll watch it, Frsx. I don't know if I really like it. Yeah. Oof. Whatever this is gross. Honestly, I just now saw Frsx, and it looks much better than when I last looked at it. So, like, Frsx, we're watching this high up here at, like, 180s. It's not bad. It's really not bad. Yeah, but those are two completely different things. Like, being discriminated over race, religion, sex, like, that's one thing, right? Like, that is actually protected federally. Now, cannabis use is a completely different thing. Like, that is two completely separate things. And so that's like saying alcohol use is on par with discrimination in those areas, and it's just not. You know, it's two very different things. And like I said, this is coming from somebody that's very pro-cannabis legalization. I hope they legalize it. It needs to be legalized. It needs to be legalized. It obviously negatively affects minority communities as well as a lot of different people. It causes the black market to thrive. It causes, the private prison industry to thrive. There's a lot of downfalls of cannabis legalization, or of cannabis prohibition. So I'm definitely pro-legalization. I'm just giving my honest opinion on that stuff. Yeah, we're looking at Icon. Well, we'll see if we get a crossover. Alright, so we're dropping a little bit. Like I said, 490s is going to be my risk right around here underneath the VWAP for this one. Let me get the scanners ready, guys. We got less than 2 minutes. Let's do this. Alright, guys, let's do this. Good luck. Alright, guys. Good luck, team. There's the bell. Alright, I'm holding this one. We're going to have to jump out of it if we need to. Get a big drop for Ppsi. Although we're going to try to let it test. There's 503s. If we can end up ripping up here, it looks good. We need to hold over 5. See if this thing rips up. Alright, there's a nice squeeze. Oh no. What? Come on, Thinkorswim. Stop being so slow, man. Oh my gosh, dude. I guess I deserve it. I didn't want to lose that much, but Thinkorswim is just laggy. Look at Hgsh. Or Hgsh, yeah. Is Thinkorswim lagging for anybody else? Look at a Ppsi. Ah, man. It hurts. It hurts. That's alright. But man, look at that. Ppsi, guys, ripping up here. Absolutely ripping up here. Oh my gosh, not again, man. Alright, we got in with 50 shares of this. I mean, that's obviously not what we wanted here. We're going to try to give it some time, see if it holds support. Oof. Hey, big drop. Just kind of sketchiness for this one. Not. It's my fault. Like, I think it was a little bit too early to trade, so we're down 20 bucks on the day. But honestly, if I lose today, it's gonna be my first losing day of this week. It's been very, very profitable, regardless. Not feeling this. But yeah, regardless of today, it should be a profitable day. Alright, let me get the music. Hgsh. Hold on, let me put... There we go. My computer's kind of lagging, guys, so bear with me. Look at HX, guys. Hgsi is halted? Or no, that's Hgsi. Is my screen frozen? Look at HX. HX starting to push up. We got a little bit of a crossover there. I'm looking at a icon maybe here. Man, my computer's kind of lagging today. HX tried and failed. I'm looking at RETO. Man, my computer is lagging today, guys. What can I do to fix this? Get rid of the channel bar. FRSX, guys. Look at FRSX. This actually looks really strong. So we get this high of the day break. Alright, I'm in SNDL, which is Cannabis. We're trying to let this one work. 300 shares. FRSX, guys, is the move right now. Look at FRSX. Look at FRSX. And I jumped in this because I think we're going to get some sympathy moves from Cannabis, even if it's just very short term. I think we're going to get some sympathy. Let's get the break. Break should be coming anytime now. See if we get it. Alright, we got out a little bit more there, holding 100 shares left. Alright, we got out the rest there for a $14 win, so got us back to close to break even here. Was able to catch a Cannabis stock this morning after all that talk. We did end up catching one. WIMI. Yeah, WIMI is spiking up. It's at 630s. Alright, I'm back in with 200 shares of SNDL here on this quick pullback. We're going to see if we can run up and start, you know, climbing its way back after a big red day. See if we can push up there. We need over 75 is really what we need. $75 might be a big level though, and we might not actually break it, but alright. Let's see if SNDL breaks it. We're in with a few hundred shares. See if we can break 75 is the level. Man, why is my computer so laggy right now, man? Yeah, I'm gonna jump out here. Completely break even trade. I just don't like this. It might end up running up, but yeah, I'm gonna jump out there. Completely break even trade. WIMI is looking very strong. We have AZRX. AZRX, I'm still looking at, what was the other one? FRSX, but it didn't end up doing much. AZRX is getting up some volume here. FRSX just didn't hold. Still watching WIMI. Alright, so we're still about break even. We're down like $5 today. But it's been a very green week. We've made money consistently throughout the week. Okay, it's not my computer. That's good to know. Yeah, Austin, it might be, you might not have live selected. You might not be live, bro. Alright, so we got Icon ripping up here. We're gonna wait for some breakout moves. Ah, WIMI looking good. Yeah, my Thinkorswim's being lag. KBNT showing up. Hey, what's up, Mitch? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I mean, and I get that, Mitch. I was trading SNDL very short term, and the reason I was trading it short term was because it hurts. It hurts. Oh no. Okay, my chart was just lagging. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thinkorswim, you're about to make me frustrated, man. I had FOMO on a trade that was actually the right call. I ended up getting out of this one, and for some reason, Thinkorswim showed this thing running up to like 79 cents. My Thinkorswim is laggy today, man. Hella laggy. Wow. Hella laggy. Alright, I'm gonna jump in 100 here on the early cup and handle and see if we can get a squeeze up back over these levels. Hey. Hey. Good timing, I guess. Maybe bad timing. I need to get hotkeys set up. If this doesn't work out, I certainly need hotkeys. Ppsi is kind of finding his way back up too. 28s, 29s. We got about to have a new candle. Yeah, we're gonna sell half just to protect it right there. We're only holding 50 shares. Yeah, that's why we sell half. Even though it's a tiny trade. I like it. Buy on the dip, get a better entry. Alright, we're back in with 100. Very close to exiting. It just depends on what it does here. I don't mind letting it hold. If it holds support, great. 29s. Hey. There we go. Let's sell some more there. Beautiful. And we're going to get out the rest right there. Alright, nice little $10 scalp for the moving average crossover. Red to green move. Moving average crossover, red to green move. I talk about it a lot. I talk about it a lot on this channel. But yeah, that got me green. We are slightly green on the day. Let's see what else we have. I'm still looking at a PPSI here. but I caught it. Beautiful red to green crossover. If you guys don't know this strategy, let me know and I'll post the video for it. Hey, and if I end green again in penny stocks today, that's a perfect week. No losses again. I think that's 2 weeks in a row. But yeah, if I can end green today, which I currently am green, then that is a perfect week with no losses. Still looking at WIMI. This thing's pulling back to the VWAP. I don't hate the little VWAP bounce here, maybe. That's right here. Hgsh fighting his way back, man. Hgsh is fighting his way back. We got Ppsi. Alright, I'm in Hgsh here. I'm trying to manage this. I only got 30 shares left. I've been trying to kind of scale out of it. There's a beautiful break. We're going to try to let it test this breakout here on the upside. There's 460s. Come on, there's 460s. Let's break these highs. There's 460s. Come on. 65s. Quick break. Rejection. 62s, 63s. There we go, 60s again. Oof. What? Man, that's what I get. I deserve it. I deserve it, team. That's what I get for using market orders. 100% my fault. You know, 100% my fault. I'm still looking at Ppsi. This is the big loser of the day here. Ppsi looks okay if we can hold. I don't know if it's going to hold, though. Oh my gosh, if this thing doesn't keep squeezing up and down every time I try to take profits, I'm going to get super pissed off at this thing, man. Luckily, we've pretty protected here. I'm going to let it squeeze up now. But, oof. Oh, sorry, the music stopped. My bad, guys, my bad. Yeah, this thing keeps bouncing over and over and over and over again. Finally, break. Alright, I got out there. It's just too swingy for me. But it's green. We ended at green, and this thing might just run up. It's just too choppy for me right now. I gotta bail out of it. Alright, but we're green. Four trades, 3 green, 75% accuracy. Not the best risk reward today, but hey, we're green in penny stocks. That's good enough. The red-green crossover. I got you. Hey. Yeah, if you want to see the crossover strategy I use, I'll post it here. It's actually our most popular video ever. You know, this is the first video that I've really had that ever actually went viral, to be honest. And I'm happy for it. It's got like 50,000 views over a 3-month period. 50,000 views over a 3-month period. This thing has been helping the channel grow like crazy. And if you want to check this thing out, I'll post the link here. Austin. Oh. Hey, nice TNB. Hey, my bad if I missed it, Joel. My bad, bro. Like I said, I get so many people reaching out to me consistently. It's really hard to keep track. Like, a lot of people get mad at me, and I know you're not getting mad at me, bro. Like, I'm just saying. I'm just talking. But, like, a lot of people get mad at me because I don't, you know, stay in touch. Like, dude, like, I get so many people that have business ideas and that want to be in business with me, or that they want to like do all this different stuff with me, and my email's just flooded. And so sometimes Ppsi is ripping up. Sorry, I know somebody called this one out. Sometimes I just miss the emails, brother. And sometimes it can get kind of caught in all of that, Joel. So my bad, bro. I'll check that one out. If you want to resend it, that'd be awesome. But yeah, Ppsi ended up ripping up big here. I'm still looking at Ppsi. I don't know what to do here. We're green on the day. Man, Top Step just changed. Man, Top Step changed their site. Yeah, so far this year. Also, guys, while we're here, just to sell out real quick, if you want to check out the funded account program for futures I'm using, I'll post this link here. It's a super dope platform. They've paid out over $2 million this year to their traders. Over $2 million to their funded traders. And it's a funded account program that is actually legitimate. The way it works is they give you a demo account. It's subscription based. The cheapest one is the 30K account. And it's $120 a month through my link. if you can, they'll give you a 30K demo account, and if you can make $2,000 on that 30K demo account, a small percentage, then and once you prove you're profitable and you follow their rules, they fund you $30,000 as a professional proprietary futures trader with an 80% profit split. There's no PDT rule in the futures market. They give you a decent amount of leverage. They have funded thousands of traders this year alone, and they're regulated in the US, very cheap. If you want to check them out, I'll post this link and I'll also pin it to the top of the page, and you can help support your boy here. But they are legit, regulated, paid out $2 million plus this year to their traders. And, you know, I think it's a really good option if you're a trader. You might not have that much capital, but you're a good enough trader to get funded. Check them out. Here's the link. I'm going to pin this bad boy to the top if anybody wants to continue checking it out. And then I'm about to trade some futures in a second as well. I'm still trading penny stocks. Don't worry, I've been pretty active in penny stocks today. Alright, here's the SPY. And this is the futures, Top Step futures account that I'm in question. This is it right here. There's 0 commissions on their platform as well. There's some fees. Oh wait, that's not it. That's not what I want. Yeah, we want just a regular one. Alright, we're in with one contract right now. You can see I just buy market, buy bid, sell bid, and I can do that fairly easily. It's just like day trading stocks. Alright, so we're in with one contract. We're going to see if we can scalp this bad boy up real quick. Up to like 25 on the SPY is what we're shooting for here. 25. Alright, there we go. We're slightly in the green. And let us out. Fill us. Come on, man. Fill me. Fill me. Need that fill. We're gonna get a market order ready if we can't get out normal. Market's being a little crazy. Oh yeah, I put a bunch out already, Joel. I'll try to link some. I'll try to link some. We got a few. I'll find them for you. I'm probably gonna have to bail out of this. I'm frustrated because I was in the green and I just didn't get filled, unfortunately, which kind of happens in the futures market. I got out 37.50. We'll come back to futures, but you know, not my happiest moment. I'll say that. You know. How'd I learn to day trade? 1 second. Alright, we got another scalping futures trade. We're gonna try to get out the last contract here. Feel me? Alright, we're gonna market out of this bad boy. Alright, so we are completely break even. Look at that. How about that? We are completely break even on the day. We'll take it. You know, we'll take it. Taught myself for the most part. I mean, there's a lot of good free content online as well, though. Alright, what else we got popping off here? We got MDMR, we got WIMI here. WIMI is ripping up here. We also have JUPW. Yeah, most of the time when people learn how to trade is through trial and error. That's probably a large majority of trades are done through trial and error, or learning at least. Traders. No better way to learn, yeah, I guess. I got into a little scalp here. Hgsh showing up. Hgsh. Hey, it's breaking up. It's ripping up here. We've made our money for the most part with it today already. But Hgsh squeezing up. Alright, I got into another trade here. We're going to see if we make some bread with the futures market. Alright, we're kind of swinging a little bit. We can break over 368.25 on the SPY. We'll be happy here. We're about break even. Ooh, no, we're not break even. Big drop. But then a big rebound. Alright. Alright. There's 22s. Man, the market is just so choppy right now in this sideways movement. All right, let's get over 25s. There's 25s. Come on, 26. Come on. Alright, so we're still trying 25s. Let's break it. There's 23s. Ah. I'm going to get out there. Just too big of drops and squeezes. Big reversal in the market, so we'll come back to it. We need to wait for it to range. Break. But Hgsh, guys, is running a big. It's at 503s, making huge moves. Yeah, I was honestly talking about CCCL like sometime this past week, and I think that the overall sector of cruise is going to be forever affected by COVID, in a way where it's going to be affected by COVID permanently. Now, I don't think it's going to fail necessarily, but I don't think it's going to hold these high prices. And I do think this is high. I think considering the last year of cruise where we've had, you know, they had the fiasco where the toilets on the cruise ship broke and everybody got sick, which sounds like a nightmare. They had, you know, COVID. People don't want to be on the cruise, where everybody was trapped on the ship, basically. It was like ghost ship, but with COVID. There was that, you know. And I think all that bad publicity, you know, I think that's just going to hurt cruise long term. Ppsi pulling back a little bit. This doesn't look bad, honestly. Just pull back to 550. I don't know if I'm going to take it. I didn't have good luck with Ppsi today. Alright, so we are back in futures here. We're starting to break over that high. I just want to see it hold. There's 27s. And this is the Top Step platform. This is what you use. You can use this one. You can use NinjaTrader, TradeStation. Ew, I don't like that drop. We're probably going to have to bail out of this pretty soon. We're just so choppy right now. We need to break out of this chop. All right, there we go. There's 25s. All right, there's 25s. 28s. Let's get... $29s, $30s. There we go. Should be good enough. Let's get filled. There we go. We are green on the day in futures. Yes, sir. We finally broke out of that range. We were waiting for it. Hgsh is still making these moves. Wow. Ooh, catching another... Trying to catch another breakout on the SPY here. Maybe I didn't get filled. Come on, fill me. Alright, so we got filled. There we go. There's the breakout. Called it. We're up $62 in futures in the day. Hgsh is pulling back to this whole $1.05, and I think that's worthwhile watching. Question, how do you guys see buyers and sellers? You can use the level 2, looking at the bid or the ask, or you can look at time and sales. You know, that's what I'm using, mostly the level 2, but... yeah, here's Hgsh's pullback, and I think that'll be interesting to see whether this thing like holds or what it does. I like the pullback to 5 though. Hey, nice, Caitlin. IPV. I got into a little futures trade here. Just a little rebound, pullback, bounce. See if we can catch it. We're slightly up, and come on, get us out of there. All right, we went ahead and scalped out of that. We're up 75 on the day. Maybe we'll attack another one here. Let me see. Yeah, we're gonna jump back in here. So we're back in with one contract. See if we can make some money with this as well. There's 43s. We just want to see 368.50 test here. There's 45s. And you can see it's just like day trading. I'm buying and selling. I'm basically just looking at the SPY and trading that momentum. So the SPY moves up. I like the SPY. I buy. If I think the SPY is going to go down, then I short. All right, let's try to get out of here again. Fill me. We're right at the highs here. You know what? I'm just going to scalp out of that bad boy. We're up $87 on the day. We just didn't get filled. I was trying to mark it out. We were consolidating up there too long. But yeah, that's like 3 or 4 trades in a row. You can see my P&L here. Up $87.50 in futures. Just making that money today. Hey, do you reckon you can be a self-taught day trader? I mean, define self-taught. What does self-taught mean? KBNT ripping up, breaking highs here, guys. It's at 690s, looking strong. But yeah, it depends on what you define as self-taught. By self-taught, do you mean you did not buy a course? Absolutely. If by self-taught you mean you just kind of learn by looking at charts by yourself, absolutely not. You know, I think in the end, this whole thing about self-taught or learning, I think most courses, the content in those courses is publicly available for free already on the internet. And so by self-taught, if you mean you just didn't pay for a course, I think that's how most people do it. Like, we are on the internet. Most courses are publicly available. There's no super secret strategy All strategies for the most part are pretty well known. There's just different nuances to them that you can attack, and everybody's a little bit different, so you have to build your own strategy within your strategies. But I think the day trading space is moving farther and farther away from paid courses. I think a large majority of courses in 5 years will be free. And I think that people are starting to understand that, like, most of the courses just have publicly available content. You get a lot of people that get really emotional about this type of stuff, but the truth is, a lot of people just a lot of people buy really expensive courses. Like, a lot of people just pay for really expensive courses or chat rooms, and then they're so desperate to justify that expense in their head that, like, anytime anything free comes along, or anytime you say anything critical about the course that they've spent thousands of dollars on, they just lose their stuff. They just freak out, and they start hating really hard on other channels. They start being really critical of free content, and it just causes this toxic trading culture where people are so insecure and they're so desperate to justify spending thousands of unnecessary dollars on a course that they're just really weird and super toxic loyal. Like, they're loyal to the point where it's super toxic in a way where it's fine to be loyal, but it's fine to be loyal. It's another thing to just be hateful because somebody talks or speaks valid criticisms of the course you paid for, the guru you follow. And so in the end, the truth is, most content is available for free right now. You know, most content is available for free on the internet. I think what's more valuable than coaching, or what's more valuable than courses, is actual coaching. And I think a lot of these huge trading channels and these huge gurus, they just don't have the time to, like, one-on-one coach anybody because they've got so many students that are just paying for the same recycled course over and over again. And so, you know, that's my own opinion on it. If you disagree, that's okay. Yeah, for sure. We got Hgsh pulling back. Hgsh pulling back. Doesn't look bad here. Not looking bad. Yeah. Gross. BOSP. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, guys. I appreciate the sub, Caesar. Welcome, man. Appreciate it. Hey, thank you, Jacobs. I appreciate the love, brother. Welcome to the team, man. Never paid for a course. I've been watching John for about 5 months and live trading since I started. I paid for my inexperience, but through this, I'm up about $700 in the last 2 months. Hey, I appreciate the support, Rob. Hey, happy to help, man. That's what we're really here for. I mean, listen. The reality is, like, we could be doing stock pick videos or doing, like, individual stock videos and making way more money and be having a lot better views. Like, if you look at, like, the stock pick niche of YouTube, like, those videos get way more views than like what we do here as a day trading streamer and strategy channel. But this is what I love doing, and you know, of course I make money from it regardless, but like, I appreciate, you know, all the supportive people we have here. I really do. So y'all hit that like button. We need 11 more likes. I'm using Benzinga bid. You can check out the description if you want Benzinga. You can check out the link. Really dope scanner, super versatile, allows me to do a lot of cool stuff with it. So you can check out the description. ZKIN. What's up, Tiny? Computer is so slow, man. So slow. ZKIN is boring. Look at PPSI. IPV is showing up on the scans. IPV. Yeah, if you want to. Hey, thanks, Caitlin. I appreciate it. We're scalping a little bit more futures here. We got one contract, trying to get out with a nice win here. A nice push. All right, we are out. So that was a nice little $100 trade in the futures game. And y'all could see, like, I build up profits pretty easily in futures. I'm able to just attack the market and attack the SPY, and it's just a really profitable... Man, why is my computer so slow? You can see, if we want to see my actual stats here, I'm running at about 70% exactly today. So I'm 7 out of 10 trades in futures today. This is my stats currently. Yeah, these are my stats currently. In the future space, you can see I'm 7 out of 10. 70% accuracy. Not a bad day. I mean, we're green. You know, we'll take it. We are up $143 on the day. And so this is actually a little bit late. So actually, this is going to be about 11 out of or this is going to be 8 out of 11. 8 out of 11 green trades. My actual P&L, I'll show you guys, is $143 on the day total. You know, this is my actual P&L right here, 143 bucks. Sometimes the stats take a little bit longer to load, so that's okay. But yeah, we are 8 and 11, 8 out of 11 trades green. MBII making some moves. Not really that good. ALSK. Alright, we got another trade. We are holding one more contract here. We're gonna give it one more second, see if we hold over the 50. Sorry, I appreciate the subs today. I see we got a few subs, so I appreciate the love. I really do. Trying to figure out what I want to do with this last trade here. We're up slightly. Yeah, we're gonna just get out there. So we're up 150 on the day. That's the first loss in the last few trades. We're still up 150 on the day, so solid. Let me check back on the subscribers. Hey, I appreciate the sub, David. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Bid. Thank you, guys. Welcome. Appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate it, Mario. Welcome, brother. Appreciate the love, man. What else we got? Hgsh is probably on everybody's watch. Or what is it? Hgsh? Pull it back here. We got some interesting movement, but nothing too crazy. We're still waiting for it. Legal sites. Man, my computer's lagging today, man. It's super frustrating. Every time I move anything, we're lagging. Hey brother, can you take a look at Ppsi for a possible reversal on the upside? Oh, you may be talking about... Oh. Man, I need to take a break from trading. If you're too emotional about it, a beer, you're trading too large, brother. So try scaling down your size, man. That's usually the best move a lot of the time if you're having trouble. You know, just scaling down your size can certainly be the right move most of the time. Ppsi, I mean, I think if we're going to get a reversal, it needs to push back above the VWAP and specifically 550. Like, that's the level I would watch for it. Like, if I was trading it, I would look at, like, 550, you know? But, and so it's still got a long way to go. Alright, we are also in a futures trade here. Holding one contract. See if we can scalp this bad boy out of here. I'm gonna market out of this thing. Alright, so we just marketed out of that one. We are up $250 on the day, and it looks like I got out just in time for that. But a solid futures day, guys. Another green day. No losing days this week at all in the futures market. And if you guys want to see my actual stats for this whole week, I think it was no losing days. Let me see. This week. Oh yeah, solid, beautiful week. Beautiful. Yeah, here's my week, guys. Check this out. Man, dude, what is up with my freaking computer today, man? Honestly, it's starting to piss me off. Like, ugh. Hella frustrating. This is my week right now. Oh my gosh, man. Like, this is my week. So not bad. I will take it in the futures market. And I think my favorite thing about trading futures like this is that, I'm not going to say it's easy, but like with scalping on this platform, it's very simple to get filled. And like what happens is like I can just take little tiny moves. Like if I'm just right a little bit in these trades, I can scalp 10, 15, or I can scalp, 15, 25, 35 bucks. And then just move on to the next one. I could just take small micro moves and just target these micro moves. And if I'm right, then I make money. And it's been working, very, very well the last few days. Let me see what my P&L is today specifically. So for today, yeah, I gotta wait for it to load. It's still lagging behind. Right now it says I'm 9 out of 14, but that's wrong. I'm doing better than that, so we gotta wait. Hey, thanks, Joel. Hey, nice, Mario. And every penny it moves. So the way futures work is that it goes, the only difference between day trading like regular stocks and day trading futures is the sizing differences with contracts, right? It makes people think it's options, but it's not options at all. It's not like options at all. That's not what it is. What it is that for every contract, depending on the commodity you're trading or depending on the futures contract you're trading, if you're trading the E-mini, which is what I almost always trade, it just moves with the S&P 500. Here's the SPY. I watch the SPY. So like this is the volatility I'm trading right here, and it's very profitable to trade, And so I just get in on these little dips and pullbacks, and I scalp the top and bottom of these dips and pullbacks on the SPY. But you can also trade like crude oil, natural gas, gold, silver, copper, cattle prices, whatever commodity you want. But I'm just looking at the SPY, and if I think the SPY is if I want to buy on a pullback and I think the SPY is going to push up, then I buy a contract. And for every contract that you buy on the E-mini, which is basically trading the overall market, every tick up or down equals $12.50 in profit or losses. And so if I'm going long and I'm holding two contracts on the E-mini, every tick up I make $25, every tick down I lose 25 bucks. And so I can just scalp $12.50, 25 bucks, $37.50, and make these little scalps over and over and over again, and it adds up. And like that's all I'm really doing. But if you trade like crude, for instance, if you trade crude oil, every tick up or down per contract is like $10 instead of $12.50. If I trade the micro E-mini, which is just the micro version of what I trade with the SPY and the E-mini, then every tick up or down is $1.25 per contract. So if you're holding 4 contracts, then every tick up or down is $5, and like that's how you trade it. And it allows you to scale into it, but that's the only difference. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade as much as you want. It's open almost 24/7 as well. And like I said, y'all go check out Top Step. It's a funded account program. Basically, there's different packages. The base one's 30K, but they have all the way up to over 100K. I have the 50K one, and on the base one, If you can make $2,000 in profit with the 30K demo they give you and pass all the other rules and stages, then you get funded $30,000 as a professional proprietary futures trader. They paid out over $2 million to their profitable traders this year. Thousands of funded traders this year alone, and they're legit, regulated in the US, very cheap. $120 is for the base package if you use my link, and yeah, I think it's cheap and it makes sense if you don't have that much capital but you're a good trader. Here's the link if you want to check it out. Help support your boy here. I am going to be biased though because I post referral links for them, obviously, but I think it's a cheap way to get started. What's up, Warrior Trading Crew? Hope y'all are well. Warrior Trading Crew showing up in here. Hgsh. Honestly, it's been a perfect week all around, though. Absolutely perfect week. Here's my futures week. Look at that graph, baby. You know that graph looks good, man. Look at that graph. Beautiful, I shall say. Look at that graph, man. But yeah, been perfect in penny stocks too. No losses no losing days in penny stocks, I should say. And so that new strategy that I talked about certainly works. If you guys want to see a video of the strategy that I've basically been using all week this week, very profitable strategy, works ridiculously well. And again, if you guys want to see the strategy I'm talking about, I'll post this link here. Yeah, y'all go check out this link. This is the strategy I've been using all week. What stock should I buy right now? A little bit late, but showed up. Yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah, y'all are good. Fridays are usually slow anyway. Y'all are good. I mean, I don't actually hate Hgsh. I'm gonna take like 35 shares here. 35. Alright, I just got in with 35 shares of Hgsh. Under $5. I gotta bail out of this thing, but we're gonna try to scalp this thing up. Small trade. See if we can get over that range. There's 5. Let's get back over 5. This thing's too swingy though for me. I gotta find a way out of this thing. I'll give it a chance here, but it's so swingy right now. Up and down, just stealing people's money is what this thing's doing, man. I'm very closely watching the level 2 movement, more than even the charts movement. I'm watching the level 2. There's our 2s. Our 3s, our 4s. Trying to be patient with this, but you know, we'll see. Hey, we're slightly green now. Really, we just need to over these. Yeah, Daniel. Look at the SPY, man. It's just absolutely hammering up this morning. Wow. Hey, there's the move. We'll see if we break these levels here for HGSH. HGSH is one of those stocks that'll just drop 40 cents in one candle, though, and just everybody squeezes out at the same time and gets halted on the way down randomly. That's the type of move HGSH is, so I gotta be very careful here. Just a tiny sizing, but hey, we're gonna try to get a few more bucks out of the market today. See if we can get like 520s. I like the movement. Yeah, exactly, man. This thing, somebody is like, this thing is shady, shady, shady. Look at that move. Give it one more second, but this thing, this is the type of thing that drops 20-30 seconds quick. Yeah, I'm out. Should have listened to myself here. Honestly, I should have listened to it's alright. We're still very green on the day, and like that's fine, but gross, you know. Shady move, but we're green on the day, so we can't complain. Lost like $5. PPSI? Yeah, I'm watching it. I think the VWAP's the level for PPSI too. I'm in like one contract here, the SPY of the E-mini futures, and this is what futures trading is basically. You can see I can buy the bid, sell the bid, buy market, sell market. I'll probably get out on the market if it turns around too much here. There's slight profit. We're going to see if we can get out for another little scalp. $25. Fill me. Fill me. Alright, I'm filled. There we go. So, yeah, another $25 profit, up $275 on the day. I will take it. But that's all futures scalping is. That's it. SFET is running up, guys. SFET is sitting at 120s. Yeah, that might work, Nick. We'll see, man. But yeah, as for what stock you should buy right now, I really have no idea. You know, like, I'm not really one to give out stock picks like that. I stay consistent until Fridays. Limit your trading and scale down on Fridays. That's the key. Pretty simple. Just don't trade Fridays, man. It's either don't trade Fridays, and there's always the other option. If you don't feel like you can avoid trading Fridays, then what you do is you just scale down your size substantially. You just scale down your size, and then you condition that factor of it to where you just you repeat that over and over again until it becomes second nature and you're more able to do so. If that makes sense, you know, you just condition yourself to do it. How much are one commission, how much are commissions one trade in and out on Top Step? I usually take one, I'll see, it's not much. I think it's like $2 or something like that. It's not a commission, actually. So technically it's not a commission, and it's not actually charged by Top Step. What it is it's the fees for the CME, which is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And so it's the CME fees that are charged. So it's not actually commission charged by the platform. It's fees charged by the exchange. But let me see. I'll try to figure it out. While we're sitting here, I'm in a small position of the market itself. It's 88s. Come on, let's get into the 90s. No! 87s. Alright, we're break even here. $88s. The longer we consolidate here, there's 90s. Get me out. Alright, I scalped out of that. I'm up $287 on the day. Let me see if I can calculate exactly how much the fees are going to be per trade. Alright, so today I have traded... Yeah, this is a little bit behind. The last one was green too. So I am 12 out of 16 trades today. I've had 16 trades. 12 out of those 16 were profitable. But let's see how much a round trip is. My total fees for the day are 62 cents. They're $62. So let's calculate it. Alright, and so if we have taken 16 round trades, we've taken 16 round trips, and our commission's $62, so let's do 62 divided by, what do we have, 16 round trades. Alright, so our per contract, per round trip, so a complete round trip, the fees are about $3.80 for an entire round trip. And this is also including, there were 2 or 3 trades today where I used 2 contracts per trade. So technically, if you only trade 1 contract, it's going to be a little bit cheaper than this. It's probably going to be like $3 a trade for a complete round trip. But that's realistically, it's probably around there, my guess is. But again, that's not even from Top Step. That's from the CME, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I don't know what time the bill might pass. You holding cannabis right now? You're holding a cannabis stock is what I mean. Yeah, PPI or PPSI is starting to break above the VWAP. It might be worth watching again today as well. Yeah, I'm at like 71% accuracy today or so. About 71%. Probably, roughly so, yeah. That's probably right. Like I said, I'm just kind of speculating from what I see here, and I have, I'm averaging But yeah, it's probably about $3 a contract, I'm guessing. What do you say, John? What's up, Brandon? But again, that's not even from Top Step. That's just from the CME, and so you're gonna get those fees wherever you go, really. Let me see if they explain it anywhere on the site. What's up, Brandon? Hey, see ya, Caitlin. Yeah, y'all go check out Caitlin's channel. She has a YouTube channel, so click on her name and go check out her channel. Duo, D-U-O. Rip it up pretty big here. I see a Yeti. Ppsi. Yeah, Ppsi is the one stock or security that I just did not do that great on today. Biggest loss of the day in anything, really. Yeah, it's too choppy and sideways. Too much... it's my mistake. I traded a little bit too early this morning. Yeah, I'm probably out too, guys. Good luck. Yeah, like I said, y'all go check out Top Step if you want to check out our legit funded account program. They've paid out to their traders they're over $2 million this year, really. They're regulated in the US. They're very cheap. If you can prove you're profitable, the base subscription is like $120 if you go through my link for the first month. And if you can make $2,000 with a 30K demo account in futures while following the rest of their rules, then they'll fund you $30,000 with an 80% profit split. And they're regulated in the US. And so it's a cheap way to get funded if you want to get funded and you don't have that much capital. I think it makes a ton of sense. Check out the link. What's up, Brandon? Here, I got you. Yeah, just email me, Brandon, if you want to ask me something, brother. Just email me at beginnertrading@gmail.com. It's just beginnertrading@gmail.com. Also, if you want to check out, if you're overseas, if you're not based in the US and you want like an actual funded account program where you don't have to prove you're profitable first, you can just kind of get into the funded account program and start trading and making money. If you're a good enough trader for the actual stock market, you can check out TradeNet and Tefs. If you're overseas and not based in the US, almost everybody that signs up is approved for the funded account program. It's actually an educational package that kind of funnels you into the funded account program, but they give you a $14,000 funded account. There's a 70-30 profit. There's a 70-30 split and a max loss of $700. But yeah, they give you a 14K account, no PDT rule, 70-30 profit split, and a max loss of $700. And so, yeah, it's actually, instead of having to prove yourself, it's just a funded account program if you're overseas. I have gotten a withdrawal from them as well. Built up about 10K in profits last year on my account, and unfortunately they don't accept US customers anymore, but if you're overseas you can still check them out. There's the link. So yeah, it's 20% off using my link, I think, or it's like 15. I don't know. The first month subscription is $120 actually, if you use my link. And so yeah, you get the first month for $120, and then after that it goes up to $150. But yeah, guys, also check out our Discord. You can see our Discord link right there. Go check that bad boy out. Join us if you want to keep track with us. We will have a video dropping this weekend, probably tomorrow morning. And so be on the lookout for that, guys, if you haven't already. Good luck in the markets. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. Love you all. Check out Benzinga. Really dope scanners. Really help me know what's moving in this market. And so check out the description if you want to see Benzinga. Here's the link. Check them out. Like I said, join our Discord right above us. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Love you all. Good luck. See you next time.